What's up? Welcome to my truck. I don't live stream a lot, so hopefully, it's not too glitchy and the audio sounds good and everything. As some of y'all know, because I've done a couple live streams in the past, I've been wanting to do live streams, but I'm trying to figure out, what to do them about. So, a main part of this channel is sharing some of my stories with y'all, whether it's like short stories, poems, or talking about books, talking about stuff I'm writing. But also, the other main part of this channel is sharing my journey with y'all as I write my first novel. And it's kind of hard because, especially for first time, not exactly knowing what I'm doing, but also writing a book is just a lot. Writing isn't really a performance art. You could watch someone paint a painting, and it's like, oh, that's awesome. You can see it come together. Writing a novel takes a long time, and it's someone sitting at a desk writing or sitting wherever writing. So it's kind of hard to show that. So I thought, well, I want a live stream. I want to share parts of my book. What should I do? Uh, like no one's on here right now, but I'm going live for the sake of going live, getting in the habit, and then hopefully, eventually reaching you guys. But anyway, I thought, how can I merge those ideas? So I'm gonna try to start going live once a week. Oh, we have one viewer. Sweet. What's up, Justice? I'm gonna try to start going live like once a week and maybe just reading passages of my rough draft to you guys. Or this is kind of goofy, but I think this might be cool. Literally just having the camera on me as I'm writing and I can respond to comments and stuff. What's up? What's up, Gunner? What's up, Justice? Um, I said what's up. I wasn't saying what's up to myself. I was reading Justice's comment. Oh, he's gonna let me cook now. Okay, yeah, I'm cooking. Don't you worry. I don't know if I'm burning it or not, but I'm trying to cook. Okay. Dang, I lost my train of thought now. Thanks a lot, bro. What was I saying? Oh, I said, bro, he's spamming the comments, bro. It's tweaking me out. As I was saying, I know I said writing really isn't a performance art, but also I could go live and literally just have the camera on me as I'm working on my novel, just talk to you guys, respond to questions and stuff. I think that might be cool. uh I'll make it a performance art. Nah, actually, nah, I don't want writing to be a performance art, never mind. But y'all know what I'm saying. Anyway, I am busy today, so this isn't going to last very long. I just want to read a passage from part of the rough draft of my book. Now where am I supposed to set my phone? That kind of works. Shoot, we got 7 people on. That's crazy. I'm pulling in big numbers. Holy crap. Welcome, everybody. This is my truck. It's pretty small. Anyway, so I am nowhere close to being done with the rough draft of my book. And I haven't been as disciplined in working on it as I should be, but that's about with anything in life. I could sit around and talk about how undisciplined I am with it, or I could just stop whining and do it. Hello to everyone that's joining. Dang, 21 people. Fire. All right. So, if some of y'all didn't hear, what I am doing is I am writing a fantasy novel. And on my channel, I'm trying to show you guys what it's like to write a fantasy novel. And also, my channel is a place where I can share some of my stories with you. So if any of y'all like reading books or writing yourself, like, oh shoot, people are doing school and watching this. Hey, fire. But if y'all like writing, you should check out my channel because I love writing. It's been my passion for a really long time. And I just want to share some stories with y'all, whether it's poems, short stories, or this novel I'm working on. So right now, I'm just about to read a passage from the rough draft of my novel, which isn't finished, but I like this passage, if I can find it. Maybe I can't find it. Here it is. All right, so at this point in the book, this is talking about these musicians for the king of this kingdom. So the main character in the book, as of now, his father is a musician who works for the king. And so this is talking about them, and it's talking about the kind of music they write. But it's more of like a philosophical is not the right word, but the passage isn't just descriptive. It's more of like a purposely poetic passage. That goes with the themes of the book and all of that. Anyway, here's the passage from the rough draft of my fantasy novel that I wanted to read. And it's a rough draft, okay? So don't be laughing at me enough. Not the music of jesters or wandering junks screaming into the night, but melodies hidden in a darkness that none understand, rhythms forgotten by all but the birds, unearthed poetry, mined from the very heart of the trees. These were the songs that Jacob sang for the king, and these were the songs that Jacob sang for his son. So, I like that passage. It's really dope. What I mean, what I'm trying to say, where I call it unearthed poetry, mined from the very heart of the trees. So, there's a lot of things in my life that are kind of just like ideas of things I'm learning over time, right? So, what I've talked about on here before a lot of times is there's beauty in the mundane moments of life. So I say like beauty in the mundane. So that's like a thought I think on, and I think, what does that mean? And I'll write about concepts like that. Do not forsake the mundane moments of life. Also, another thing is like dormancy isn't death. There's sometimes in our life when we might feel dormant. I know there has been in my life at least, but it doesn't mean we're dead. Dormancy, in a sense, it really depends on how you see it. And keep in mind, I'm saying all of this poetically. But dormancy, in a sense, and how you see it, doesn't have to be a bad thing. Because when a tree goes dormant in the wintertime, like it is right now, it depends on where y'all live. But the trees around me, they're all barren, right? It can look like they're dead. But really, they're not. The roots actually keep growing all winter. You just can't see it. So that's a concept I like to think about. There was a period in my life where I felt like I wasn't producing anything. And maybe I wasn't supposed to be. You don't always have to be producing something. Sometimes you just have to establish roots. So the point is, there's these things, there's these ideas in my life that I write about, things I learned, growing up, or unearthed poetry has become one of those things ever since I've written that passage. So what do I mean by unearthed poetry? Like I said, don't take this super literal because this is all poetic talk. Unearthed poetry, mined from the very heart of the trees. It's like when I write these things, these observations about life or things like that, it's not like I'm creating this. It's like I'm discovering this. There's a verse in the Bible that says something like, basically like creation reveals God, okay? It says something like creation reveals God. So the people, who can't see that, they're without excuse because it's all around them. So unearthed poetry, what I'm essentially saying is, it's like I'm not creating these stories. Yes, I am, but I'm finding these things in what I've already created. Oh shoot, yeah, general revelation. I don't necessarily know what that means. It sounds right. Yeah, thanks for hyping me up, boys. Thanks for hyping me up. But yeah, so that's really the passage I wanted to share. That's at the beginning of the book. It's kind of, setting the book up a little bit. Yes, thank you, boys. You hyping me up so much. Thank you for the 3 viewers I have right now, just going crazy. We are pulling in so big numbers right now. Nah, I love this. I love this. Uh, yeah, that's basically all I was gonna say. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got somewhere to be, so I'm about to hop off of here. Oh, they're all getting. Hey, we're all getting hyped up together. Hey, that's fine. I'm glad I'm hyping y'all up. But yeah, unearthed poetry, right? We should, look at the things around us and let that speak to us, right? We can learn from the things around us, and yeah, so that's what I'm gonna try to do. Hopefully on Wednesdays, is I'm gonna try to go live. Hopefully I won't be going live in my truck in the dark every single time, but on Wednesdays I'm gonna try to go live, talk to y'all about some of my stories, or maybe read a passage of the rough draft of my book, or just work on my book. But there you go. I'll read the passage one more time to end the live stream. Forgive me for not being, like a goated live streamer. I don't exactly know what I'm doing, but it's fun and I want to do it. So, all right, one more time. Shoot, I can't even see in here. It says, not the music of jesters or wandering drunks screaming into the night, but melodies hidden in a darkness that none understand, rhythms forgotten by all but the birds, unearthed poetry, mined from the very heart of the trees. These were the songs that Jacob sang for the king, and these were the songs that Jacob sang for his son. W. Sing with the birds today. Is that weird to say? Maybe. Do I care? Not really. Peak. Thank you, boys. Anyway, if anybody watches the replay, they're going to be like, dang, these people are so hype. I know. We're going crazy in the chat. Anyway, I got somewhere to be. I'll see y'all hopefully Saturday. I'm going to drop a video Saturday. It's probably going to be me reading one of my stories. I'm low-key just going to go out in a snow-covered field, sit in a lawn chair, and read a story to y'all. That sounds fire. That's what we're going to do Saturday. I'll see y'all Saturday, and then I'll probably be back live Wednesday, as long as everything works out. Much love, boys. Much love for real. All right. See y'all later. I don't even know how to end the live stream. Someone help me. Oh, I figured it out. See ya.